Hello everyone, this is a singles new love reading for my dearest Sagittarius. We're taking a look at who's coming toward you in love and what's opening for you in this connection. Nothing forced, nothing rushed. Let's begin. All right, Sagittarius, let's see who this person is. All right, the Ace of Cups. All right. They're also showing up as the Sun, so possibly a Leo. How they're viewing you, the Two of Cups. And the connection, we see the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so we'll see what that means. And we see the Knight of Wands. So it definitely feels like you have someone with strong fire, potentially Leo in their chart, but it could be Aries, Leo, or Sag. With the Ace of Cups, it does feel like this is a new person. But with the Knight of Wands showing up here, it really could indicate this person, I don't know if they've got a big ego or they kind of have some player ways, or they're lacking confidence here because they're seeing you as the Two of Cups. They're seeing you as a soulmate. And with the Ace of Cups, they're seeing so much potential for love here with you. All right, I do feel like they've got a bright, sunny disposition, somebody who gets a lot of attention, likes a lot of attention, they're loving, they're passionate. You know, this is somebody who loves hard, they love deep. Seven of Pentacles. So they have been patiently waiting, or they're strategic. But I kind of feel like, I feel like they might feel a little bit intimidated here, Sag. Just, that's the energy I'm getting. I'm not really getting player energy. Maybe for some of you, that's kind of how they have been in the past. But they're strategic. They're patiently waiting. They're trying to figure out the best way to come towards you. And we see the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Yeah, so this is somebody who, you know, I feel like this person has this like sunny, bright disposition. But with the Queen of Swords, I feel like they can also be kind of serious, right? So I don't know if you have like a friendship or maybe you have like a professional relationship with this person already. You probably won't know, or, you know, they could be flirty at times, but I do feel like they really keep their cool until they know, right? Like they kind of keep their feelings to themselves, or they may have a little bit of a serious exterior at times. Most likely that's when they're feeling vulnerable, is what I'm getting. I also feel this person is very impeccably dressed. They're intelligent. They're a good communicator. And for my Saggies, how you're going to be feeling, the Sun card in reverse. So I feel like this is someone that also you probably really like, but you're kind of keeping your cool. So I wonder if you're both kind of in that same energy. Like you really like each other, but you don't want to be the first one to admit it, or you're not sure. So you both are kind of trying to keep it cool or keep it professional. Okay. Or like if you're neighbors, like, you know, whatever it might be. So you may mirror each other in that respect. All right. Let's see what else my Saggies need to know about this person. They're a real leader, so they're comfortable taking charge. They exhibit confidence in their decisions. They may be in a management role. They're creative. Okay, they potentially enjoy art, working with their hands, music, and they enjoy putting their ideas to work. Okay, we see your ex. So some of you, it could be a past person, but I don't think so. I'm not really getting that. I kind of feel like this person, maybe this person's a little bit hesitant because they're still affected by what happened with their ex. Or maybe their ex is still kind of buzzing around them. We also get Pisces energy. So an air of mystery around this person. They can be quiet. Their thoughts and emotions run deep. So they have this very like creative, loving energy. Some of you, they are a creative, or they're very creative with what they do for work. And that would make sense. Like Pisces energy too isn't always the most direct. There may be something about this person, Sag, that reminds you of your ex, like the good parts. And there could be some connection to your ex, because I'm really not getting ex energy for you here. With the Sun, Leo energy, again, this person has that sunny, bright disposition. They're passionate, they're playful, they enjoy attention. All right, but again, around you, sometimes they might be a little bit serious. Again, I think that's just because they like you. They don't want to appear foolish. Some of you, this person may have curly hair. They could be European or of European descent. Now remember, these really specific messages, Sag, they're not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of you. We get in their 60s. Again, a confirmation message for some of you, but it's not going to resonate with all of you out there. All right, let's see. What else do my Sagittarius need to know about this person? Okay, they may have a beard or a mustache. Okay. They could be curvy. Now, I know these are opposites, so again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm getting like some of you, I'm reading for a lot of my Saggies, so what I get with curvy, I mean, obviously we have on the card shapely, full-figured, big booty, or voluptuous. But what I always get from this card and what I'm getting right now is like whatever their curves or their lines might be, Sag, you're going to be really attracted to this person. And they may have blue, green, or gray eyes or light colored eyes. What else do we need to know about this person? They spend their money quickly, so they've got money to spend. They make something valuable with their own hands. Again, they may have their own business, or we get that creative energy, so they could draw, they could paint, they could, you know, be amazing in the kitchen, always creating new recipes, doing like fusion recipes. They've lived in more than one country. Okay, so they're well traveled. And they may like to wear jewelry. They wear more than 2 rings frequently. This can also be an indication this person has been married before. So this person is seeing you as somebody who completes them in the most harmonious ways. 2 of Cups. They're seeing you as a soulmate. They're seeing you as balanced and loving. They're seeing you as Emperor energy. Yeah, again, this might be why they're a little bit intimidated by you. You might be further along in your career, or you just might have it more together, or just be more together than this person. There could be a little bit of an age difference. This person sees you as a boss. They see you as a leader. Again, they're showing up as a leader, but like you are as well. They're seeing you that way. They're seeing you as grounded. You're not afraid to set boundaries. You're strategic. You know what you want. You're calm. And we see the Empress energy in reverse. Some of you, they're worried you have a choice, that there's some sort of third party around you. And again, there may be. Maybe you do have options available to you. How my Saggies are going to be feeling the Ace of Swords in reverse. Again, this is a lack of clarity. You're not going to be sure, or you're not going to see this coming. For those, like, it's like for 1 or 2 of my Saggies where you have dealt with this person in the past, you may not want to talk to this person. All right, let's see what they really like about you. What do they really like about you? Okay, so pioneer energy. So some of you do a lot of traveling, and they like that, but you just have a passion for doing and creating what hasn't been done before. So you're a trendsetter, you're a trailblazer. You're not afraid to do what hasn't been done before. And they like your spiritual side, that you revel in the intimate union with the divine. All right, that you're a mystic, or they can talk to you about mystical things or spiritual things. 5 of Pentacles, though, there's some sort of disappointment here, so let's see what this is. What does this mean? 5 of Pentacles, why is this here? This relationship is moving towards sacred union. Lean on your inner circle during this time, and time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Spirit's also saying there's going to be passion here, but try something you've never done before. So there is potential here with marriage, with something stable and secure coming through here. But with the 5 of Pentacles, I wonder if some of my Saggies, you're going to be a little bit insecure about this relationship, because there may be either a large age difference, or maybe you're worried about protecting your finances. Because even though I feel like this person is a leader and they're very creative, they might not be where you would like them to be financially. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like with support and retreat, that's something here, like you could see yourself being in a relationship with this person, but then you're not sure, like, are they where you want them to be? You know, is this somebody you can really build a future with? All right, so there's going to be that question mark, right? And that's something that you individually are going to work through, like how important that is to you. You know, does this person, because, you know, it is true, you can't fall in love with someone's potential, you know, but at the same time, if this person is like working hard towards stability, or if they are stable, you know, that's a real green flag. Yeah. Too much focus on visible trappings. And again, some of you, this material attachment, some of you, this person spends their money quickly. I know it sounds kind of boring and it sounds kind of lame to bring it up in a reading like this, but the importance of your relationship with money and this person's relationship with money, let me say that again. Someone's relationship with money is very important in a romantic relationship. Oftentimes we don't think about it, or we think about it after we're involved with someone. But I do feel like there might be something here about this person and how they spend their money that may worry you. Because maybe when they spend their money quickly, maybe you feel like they don't always make the best investments. And again, like you're seeing so much potential here in this connection. There's potential for stability and security, but at the Five of Pentacles, some of you who've worked really hard for what you have, it does make you uncomfortable. Because if there is an actual marriage, that's combining finances, and it's also about building a future. So maybe some of you, I don't know if this person has been bankrupt in the past, or maybe they've got a lot of student loans or a lot of credit card debt or something like that. So but it doesn't have to be any of those things, but there is something here that's creating a little bit of a pause. There's something here, like despite this compatibility, there's something that is like slightly disappointing that's going to make you pause before you get into a relationship with this person. Clear your energy to allow more love into your life. Now, maybe somebody here needs to let go of the past. Maybe some of my Saggies, you're worried this person isn't on the same spiritual level as you. All right. Pay attention to the signs and the clues the universe is talking to you. Let things evolve naturally. So go slow. Take your time getting to know this person. All right. And let's see if we get any important dates or times here. You're not prepared, or someone's not prepared. And at the bottom of the deck, we see February. So Pisces, Aquarius season, this person may be coming in. Allow things to unfold naturally here. Again, nothing forced, nothing rushed. There's potential for stability, but there's going to be something that makes you pause. And each of my Saggies, you're going to choose differently. And I feel like it has to do with something having to do with finances, and that doesn't make you materialistic. You're taking a good hard look at, can you build a future with this person? All right, Saggies, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you love and light. Take care.